what I find is once you do have a program and you've got some viable candidates, it's all about that interview. I mean, what is some of the advice you can give as CEO or sales manager about how do you really conduct a proper interview, or how do you really make sure that, because you're not going to hire somebody who can't sell themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's face it, but and they're good at selling themselves. So how do you really get through that and determine, are you really getting the right person, making the right choice? What advice can you give?
The first thing you need to do is you need to understand the job responsibilities, the details to the sales environment, the sales characteristics of your top sellers. And if you can't understand those things first, it is nearly impossible to understand who is the right salesperson for your organization. Because the selling environment that you presently have, when we're looking for sales individuals, we want to make sure they come from a similar selling environment. So, for example, if you have a transactional sales environment with an average deal size of $20,000 to $50,000 and an average sales cycle of 30 to 90 days, and you're interviewing enterprise sales professionals that are strategic in nature, that have a long sales cycle of 9 to 12 months with an average deal size of $1 million, well, those people are going to seem incredibly talented. When they walk in the door, you're going to love everything about them, and they're going to tell you why they think they're so great. And they might misunderstand your selling environment, but you get them excited, they get excited, they join the organization. Unfortunately, they fail. And they fail because they're built to sell in an enterprise consultative sales environment, and you have a transactional sales environment. So as much as they love the company, they're not built to handle the transactions. They're not built to handle the metrics, the daily metrics and grind to be successful in that environment. And vice versa, if you hire a transactional person for an enterprise environment, it's the same thing. It's the same pitfalls. So the big thing is understanding what does the company do? What does the job description look like? What are the responsibilities? What is the sales, approach and model in your organization? And then you can start to interview candidates properly so that they align with your selling environment.